so disgusted with this world. It's actually kind of heartbreaking to see where everything is at right now. And I'm here to talk to you, to be completely open, real, and honest with you, because that's who I am. And I think that's what we need the most right now. So in order for me to continue, I think we kind of need to put our egos in check. We have a lot of ideas and opinions, and in order for us to kind of come together, we need to drop that right now, and we just need to listen to open information and be receptive to that. So just say the word receive in your head, and let's continue, shall we? My name's Jason Lamont. I used to really fucking love this country. When I was a kid, I was so pro-Canada, pro-Canadian. I little Canada bumper stickers all over my bumper, all over my car. I loved Canada. I loved being in this country. I loved the freedoms that it gave to me when I was younger. And when I wanted to do something really amazing with my life. I wanted to do something that served Canada as well. I was such a patriotic kid. And I went and I joined the military. It was after 9/11 happened, and I honestly joined because I wanted to serve my country and I wanted to protect freedom. At least that's what the news was saying. And then I went overseas for an 8-month tour in 2006, and I realized that we weren't helping a country, we were terrorists. Some bad people did some stuff over in another country, and because of that person, all of a sudden we started a war. And I didn't really understand it until I was on the ground, on foot, and seeing it firsthand. And that's when I was just, again, disgusted with myself, with what we were doing. It was very kind of shameful to start rolling down the streets of another country and telling those locals what to do and what to say and how to act and how to behave and how to live their lives. And if anyone did that here in Canada, I would consider that terrorism. And then when I came home, after doing my job as a medic over there, I was awarded some medals, and I was kind of ashamed by them at first, for the longest time actually, because who gives a medal to a terrorist, right? Why would our country be honoring this? And when I was over there, I had to close the eyes of my friends. I had to close the eyes of my friends for the last time. And I know some of those people died protecting for what they believed the freedom that we had back home. And a lot of us were willing to die for that, and many did. And then when I came home and went through that whole medals thing with the government kind of parading me around the entire country and trying to boost their recruiting numbers and just trying to show off kind of in a way and kind of showcase, look, we got heroes from the war. We need your support. We need your support. And it was a morale issue for me. That was for the next 10 years in the military. I was medically released, and then I spent that decade just working on myself because morally I was fucked up, and I really saw everything for the first time. And I told myself I would never, ever, ever let that happen to me again. I would never be misled by the news, by the government to do something that I didn't do enough diligent research to realize was morally wrong until I was actually in a situation. Sound familiar? So as the years went on and I worked on myself, I found myself, holy shit, did I find myself to the point where life is so fucking amazing. It is the most beautiful thing in the, just everything is so fantastic. There is beauty everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And I for the first time, I found love for myself. I found this want for life, this joy for it, and I found this joy for myself, and knowing that I deserved the best. And it was beautiful to actually get to that point. And then the last 6 years started happening, and more or less kind of started in 2007, didn't it? When the first smartphone came out. And then it started kind of seeing people becoming more segregated, more disconnected from one another. We started looking down to a virtual connection instead of actually looking face to face for a real connection with people. And then that progressed and progressed, and then big tech started jumping in there, and then social media. Shit, do I need to say any more about that? That's completely destroyed our society, and I think we all know that. And it's been doing that for so long, and I think all of us, I think globally, we're just looking for something to change, something big and drastic to change the situation that we're in, because listen, society was getting shit. All these movements just creating separation and segregation among our own fucking people. What is that? Government created hate to take away from the love and connection we have for one another. And I think that's really fucked up. I really do. And now it's at an all-time high. Now, when I go outside, when I try to go to the grocery store, everyone's trying to show their strength but not acknowledging their fears. And for me, I'm terrified of this world right now. I'm terrified of where it's going. I am terrified of the fact that my kid has to grow up in this place. I am anxious when I go out to the store now, because I'm going to be asked everywhere I go, "Oh, sir, do you have a mask? Sir, where's your mask? Do you have a mask on?" People start fighting with me because I choose to believe something different, and all of a sudden now I'm segregated from society. People you love are separated from society. And it's getting worse. We're becoming more on the fringe as every day passes. There has never been a time where human connection is needed the most. The government has done an amazing fucking job at finding something that is make or break for each individual. Seems to be, anyways. So people are so hard, so ride or die on their fucking ideas and their beliefs, and people will lose friendships that they've had for decades. People will lose relationships with family members. Like this, people are willing to lose it all just for a belief. And then when you actually ask these people and actually dive down into the finer details of where their belief is coming from, what, the news? Mainstream media? Oh, they wouldn't lie to me, most people say when they tell me that information. It's the news. What do they have to gain? I've personally been in a situation during that metal time when the news was doing all their thing and interviewing me and doing all these things, and I took part of it. And we'll never forget this one time when I was told, we were just talking about PTSD and just the metal, Afghanistan, stuff like that. Had a great interviewing process, so I thought, and then when it hit the news, and when I actually watched myself on the news, when it actually hit TV, it was complete and utter bullshit. They took what I said, completely morphed it around, and made it a feud in between me and someone general that I never even fucking really knew. I've been part of a situation where the government and the news lied to me. They do this. This is the thing they're doing right now, have been doing for so long, but people right now need to wake the fuck up. If you don't wake up, your kids, our children are going to be in cages. We're going to be in cages. Where is this going? Where's our future for this? You think this all just goes away? You think the government takes all of our human rights away and just gives it back? You think all those people that died for freedom, for what they believed that they were dying for, was freedom, for your fucking freedom? And you're just going to fucking piss it away? No one's even being an informed citizen anymore. I mean, they're breaking all their laws, and no one's even understanding the fact that we're supposed to be informed about what's going on, not just from mainstream media, but you're actually supposed to research. Nobody's fucking researching. Nobody's looking. Yeah, of course, when you start to, you're going to get the big tech censoring everything and changing the narrative. So you really got to search. You got to make an effort out of it. You can't just take the 5 first Google searches that pop up. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Everyone, and when I do go out, I see everyone who's miserable. I see the saddest eyes I've ever seen in my life from everybody. It's really hard to read lips these days, isn't it? At least here in Ontario, I know it's different everywhere else, but everyone's got to wear their face diaper. They don't have to, but they think they do. And again, psychological conditioning from the government has made people believe that these are actual fucking laws. They're not. I haven't worn my mask in a year and a half. None of my family, my friends, the people I love who have been hanging out the whole time, they haven't been infected. They're not sick. They're not dying. I'm not. All I see is a tyrannical government using medical tyranny to actually control their people, take away their rights and freedoms, strip them of everything they have. They've been killing all small businesses. They've been just destroying the livelihoods of people globally. And we just keep taking it and keep taking it and keep taking it. What, are we going to keep taking it until we have absolutely nothing left? Is this the future you want? Are you guys happy walking down the streets and having everyone being so segregated and everyone's having such a hard time making eye contact now? Everyone's so scared. I hate it. Do you? Something's got to give. Oh, shit. This just in. Wow. Got some breaking news from our top scientists. Just bear with me one moment while this information kind of comes through the gates here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Okay, what's this? Okay. Right. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Keep going. Yeah, we're almost there. This just in. Here's our new graph here that shows how, you see this line right here? And that's happiness. When people are connected and with as little government interference as possible. And this line right here, that's just the global happiness level when the government is micromanaging our every fucking move in our daily lives, and when we're all disconnected from one another. It's clear as day, folks. It's clear as day, okay? It speaks for itself, okay? Our scientists, they're doing their absolute best. Look at this stuff. Mind-blowing. Absolutely life-changing, if you ask me. Anyways, the news, it's got to get you. Listen, here it is. I know what the meaning of life is. I really do. You ready for this secret? Okay. It's to live. It is to live life to the goddamn fullest. To breathe every moment. To smile the greatest smiles. To cry the tears when they need to be cried. But it's to fucking live. To connect with one another. To love yourself. And that's kind of the big problem now, isn't it? We've all been beaten down. We've all lost jobs, lost family members, friends. From suicides, untreated medical conditions. We need to love ourselves. We need to love ourselves. Because here's the thing. When you're... Throughout my journey, I came to grips with who I am. All my good and all my bad. All of it. Because I had to. In order to absolutely get to the state of actually loving who I am, I had to forgive the things I did in the past. Because I was at a time when I didn't have the tools to do better. And I really hated myself for it. And then there came to a time where I forgave myself and I loved myself. And as soon as I started loving myself, that's all I projected to people was just love, compassion, a sense of connection, a sense of wanting to actually listen and know about you and your life. You project how you feel about yourself to others. And I see a lot of people that don't love themselves right now. I see a lot of people hurting. I see a lot of people that are broken. I see a lot of people that are frustrated like I am with everything. You know, what can we do? How do we fix this? How do we get the world back? How do we make it 10 times better? This is it. This is an opportunity actually for something truly amazing for us. Because this isn't affecting just the human species. This is affecting all of consciousness right now. But if we all came together, think about it. If like 7.8.9 billion people came together with love and compassion for one another, wow. Imagine the evolution that we can have in this world. Imagine the evolution of species. It's either that, or we go back to the dark ages. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't want that. I love life and people too fucking much to want that, and I can't sit idly by like I was before. I was going through this period of time thinking I wasn't good enough. I wasn't valid enough. I didn't have the enough information maybe to help people, but like I know I do, and I know I can, and I want to. I want to save the fucking world. And I have a most beautiful, beautiful wife and kid, and that I want to share this whole journey with. And you will meet them, and you will, oh my God, you will love them. Oh, she's a firecracker, that one too. And the kid's just so aware, and it's just such a deep individual, and I'm really excited. But this is how we do it, okay? It's kind of trust and vulnerability, essentially. So I had a journal here. This is actually a journal I wrote while I was in Afghanistan. In an effort to try to show some love and compassion and vulnerability for one another, I did a random number generator. There's 88 pages in this, and it ended up on page 45. So I don't read this thing. This is from more than a decade ago. So I'm going to open it up, and whatever pops out on page 45, I'm going to read you. If it starts in the beginning of a sentence, I will go back to the previous page and start at the beginning of the sentence. Other than that, let's do this. "45. Well, 44. We had loads of driving, very minimal sleep, and the worst driving conditions ever. Some nights I honestly thought we were going to die. I think by some skill and a hell of a lot of sheer luck that we managed to get through. But we did, and that's all that matters. The operation changed, obviously, many times while we were there. We ended up closing Gumbad, my second fob I've closed, and the road move back was very, very interesting. We had some American engineer with us who cleared the route, as we found a great many IEDs in our path. We went down IED Alley as well, and they actually found even more IEDs. Also found 12 stacked motors. It was a good thing we had them with us, because if we didn't, we wouldn't have seen these, and it would have struck one of our vehicles. And then we would have gotten pretty fucked up. It took a while for them to clear it and blow it up, but it was well worth the wait. The explosion was very impressive. I find it interesting the things I choose to write about in this book and the stuff I don't. I honestly don't know why I write what I do, and I don't know why I write what I don't. I think it's maybe something I don't want to talk about, and something that honestly I wouldn't even know where to begin, or even how to explain it into words on paper. Some of the memories I have here are shared with but a few, and it only will be shared with them, because they are the only others that I feel would understand. Back here in camp, actually I want to stop right there, because I felt like at that time that those people were the only ones that understand. There are certain universal rules to consciousness. We are all of us, every single thing, everything is part of consciousness. And I used to think, when I was kind of really broken and really messed up with my inside and outside as well, just with my actions, I used to think that nobody could understand what I went through, that I went through something so unique and so special that no one can relate. So when anyone tried to offer me help or try to assist me, I'd just brush it off or even be angry at times. And then throughout my journey of kind of finding myself, I kind of realized that, holy shit, no, those people did understand, or at least they had the ability to see. Here's the thing. We all go through our own very unique situations in life. No one else goes through what you particularly go through. Even if someone's right beside you, they still don't have the experience that you experience. But that being said, can you name me one feeling that you yourself have experienced that no one else has? Exactly. You can't, can you? You can't name one feeling that you've experienced that no one else has. People used to say to me, hey, when they find out I was in the military or talk to me about it, they'd be like, oh, like, I want to talk to you about something from like my past, but it's nothing as crazy as that, as what you went through. And they immediately started to diminish their experience. And that used to get me really angry, actually, because I'm like, you are, you've gone through each individual, because no one's ever had an easy life, but each individual has gone through their own crazy experience. And no matter what the experience is, what it triggers is something that is an emotional response that we've all experienced. We've all felt sad, scared, anxious, happy, empathetic. We've all been through the extreme range of emotions, and we all know what it feels like, regardless of what made that happen. We all need to understand that. We all connect with each other. I love you people. I love everyone, and we need to fix this. Let's get together. We need to demand truth, and we need to show truth. One last thing I'm going to leave us up with is that we are living in the shadow of fear, and that's no way to live. Be one with me, connect with me. This channel is going to be about connection, love, how to find yourself, how to love yourself, and how to maybe be compassionate with others. Maybe have some fun along the way, because our leaders are about as solid as a paper straw and an ice cap on a hot summer day after about 5 minutes. So we need to do this together for ourselves and for each other. Gemstone of the day, because I will end every video with that. Just doing this with you guys. Finally getting the courage and the strength to actually change the world. So let's change the world together. We got to change the world within ourselves first. And let's do that.